So, what's up, everybody? So, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are doing amazing. Um, we just see amazing volume already. And how are you guys doing? Official entry was here already. I'm great. How are you? I'm great. So we already had an official entry here. I marked it out before. First TP is already hit. Unfortunately, before our session, before New York opening. But that doesn't matter. We can see if we can still get some buys or also some sells actually. But yeah, some proper movement here already. It was around 300 pips move. Pretty nice. Also, President Trump is speaking right now on the World Economic Forum. Let's see if we continue here with this nice movement to the upside. Candle is so far really, really good. Damn. I freaking went live 3-4 minutes too late. So we didn't have it live on the screen here. Well, anyways, let's see if we can get some continuation anyways. Yeah, yesterday Bitcoin was crushing all our sell levels, so hopefully some of you guys went into the sells here from yesterday's live. If yes, then congrats, it freaking went down heavily. Yeah, right now we just saw a break on the 5-minute. We also have seen already a 15-minute break to the upside. As you can see, we are reacting right now on the 15-minute time frame from the point of control. Liquidation levels here over us in yellow. Might be very, or it could be very, very interesting what happens now. Obviously, this candle is pretty aggressive. But yeah, technically this was an entry here. What we could do now, it's pretty tough to take a decision here. But what we could do if we are breaking the same high of the candle, going in for a quick one. The only thing that it's a little bit risky about it is that we already have this big push. But other than that, it makes sense to trade these levels here, that we get these levels here as well. We have a lot of liquidation levels from the sell side over us. I already marked them out here. So if we are breaking the same high, it would be a valid entry. We can see it here. We are approaching a lot of sell side liquidity over us, a lot. We also do have some buy side liquidity here. So definitely also possible here that we see a correction. But right now it definitely looks quite bullish. So I would say if we're breaking this high, it would be a valid entry. So we get the next levels here. 200 pips, I would secure my entry very quickly. 200 pips here. If you're breaking the high here, it would be even over 400 pips. Gold is going crazy as well. Just got sold off. I think Trump said something like, what did he say? I think that the inflation is over. That the what did he say again? Not inflation is over. I think inflation is over. Like at least the topic of inflation. In Ethereum, it looks really interesting here as well. We have some sell side liquidity still here over us. We catch these levels currently around the area where I would like to take a trade. I personally also would wait for the break of the highs. So also Ethereum really, really interesting now for buys here. First take profit is then here 2,989 and roughly under $3,000 would be my two TPs here if we can actually move to the upside here. Right now it goes slower, so it looks like we are seeing a little bit of a retracement first, which would be fine. New York opening in 10 minutes. So yes, already some good movements both in Ethereum and Bitcoin. I think there was nothing really crazy said by Trump. I mean, he's just talking about himself. I was just looking into the interview or the speech for like 10 minutes. I can't really find anything on Twitter right now where mm, I don't see anything right now what like was like a crazy movement. For me, this is like just normal volatility here for now. Listen, what I would like to do now is the following. If we actually get a retracement, I'm looking for buys and not a break like the break strategy. But I will actually look out for this 5-minute structure that we created here. Yes. So if we're coming down here, I would actually take buys. If we're actually coming down here, I would personally take buys. Obviously also valid if we're breaking the high, it would be the break and volume strategy. So just going for the liquidity zones. But if you do want to have like a little bit of a better risk to reward and want to do a little bit of a different trade, you can also wait for this one. That is a second option, right? You can of course also take both, no financial advice. Just saying what I would personally or what I'm seeing here. Ethereum also looks interesting. If you're breaking the highest valid entry, take profits then here and here. You can double check actually. Check please your own trading view. I have two screens here, so I cannot share both. I'm seeing what's going on. So when I'm going on the other screen that I show here, please, please, please look on your own chart too. Ethereum already grabbed some liquidity, but we do have some more over us. We do also have a bigger one here at 2,904, but we have a lot over us, especially over $3,000. Up here a lot, probably not for this session important. Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Grab liquidity here. We still have some bigger one over us, especially 90,121 is interesting. And obviously 195, this is alone over $77 million in liquidations. On Binance, 90,343 follows with 39. So there's some good liquidity over us. Let's see. Market goes slower. Let's see. Let's see. Can we see the next push here also in Ethereum? Question mark. Bitcoin's still pushing. 89,540. 15-minute candle looks pretty strong. This is a 50-minute candle. I mean, I don't like these, right? I don't like these really much. They're always very risky, so they might get retraced to, like, we right now have a big fair value gap, of course. We're closing the 15-minute candle in about 4 minutes, but right now we have this imbalance here with a lot of buy orders not being filled. So might be interesting what it's doing now. But for now, we still have 4 minutes for this 15-minute candle to close. Next 5-minute candle closes then, of course, as well. Solana doing its thing. Nice. Solana actually creates a higher high. So now we have confirmed in Solana, we have confirmed some nice areas here. Okay. Solana looks really, really interesting with this push now to the upside. Created a new high. So levels would be here at 131 up to 132 right now. Pretty interesting. So also here might be interesting for some retracements and then going in long here as well. Point of control is down here. So here, really interesting area to potentially go into buys. Hi, hi. Moin, moin. So Solana, as I said, confirmed structure to the upside. $131 is the next target here. Looks like we get a retracement here. 2 minutes 30 for both 15 and 5-minute candle to close. We have a big imbalance under us in Bitcoin, so it might be really interesting to potentially wait for the pullback and then go into a buy. We do have a change of character here. So that might be something cool. Obviously, here as well, if we are breaking this high, we have a confirmed area of extension levels where we might go for longs. 91,900 up to 92,783. Not confirmed yet, as we have not created a new higher high yet. But if that would be the case, if we are breaking this high here, I would target these areas at 91,900 up to 92,783 as next interesting targets. Ethereum created a lower low, so that's like these levels. Yeah, sure, they're interesting, but technically we have to wait for a retracement now and then a new high in order for us to confirm this. On the line chart, we also have a new low. So for now, we wait for this one here to break, or retracement to the downside, and then we could also technically look out for buys with a little bit of a different strategy, or obviously covering the lows here with a stop loss. So that would mean if we actually come down here into this area and we get an entry somewhere here, want to do something like that, stop loss here at the 107.2. Oh, we're coming into potential buys, guys. First touch done. Second touch would mean we could enter with a break, the volume and break candle strategy. Now we are approaching it, doing a same high. Looks like we get some more volume here, or do we get retraced? Interesting one. Now is the entry. We just pushed through it. So everybody that is in now, target 2,989. Nice movement so far. Bitcoin did the same thing. Bitcoin broke the high as well. Also here, official entry. Next target would be 98,899. Great push, take profit hit. You might secure your profits and put your stop loss on break even if you used the high, the break and volume strategy. Nice push, 89,899 is secured. Nice push, 300 pips done. Congratulations. Nice move. And we are out break even. Well, that was quick. Nice move. Nice move, nice move, nice move. A nice move. That was very quick. $300 pips secured. Ethereum also hit take profit. 2,989. Very nice. Also still here, still in. Break even was not hit yet. But also here, very nice movement from 2,974 up to 2,989. Very nice. Obviously, the pips work a little bit different in Ethereum. So nice move so far. Bitcoin wants to push even higher. Solana keeps pushing as well. Altcoins pushing too. Let's actually take a look what the reason is here. So nice push from both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's see if we can grab the 3K in Ethereum. Volume is good, but we need to be cautious here. President Trump said, okay, this was 30 minutes ago. Let's actually see here if there was anything important. EU delays vote on ratifying trade agreement with US. Okay. So that is some positive news. Trump, Powell very late on interest rates. Trump says the problem they change once they get the job. Announcing the new Fed chair in not too distant future. Trump says his Fed chair will be a he. Okay. Crypto political popular, need to block China's hold. So he said actually something about crypto here. We can actually also, if you guys want, we can actually go and watch it. I'm just not sure if we can watch it here somewhere. If we can actually see that here. I don't even know what I'm allowed to do here on YouTube.
Defizit hatten wir mit der Schweiz. 41 Milliarden hier mit diesem wunderschönen Land. Ich habe dann gesagt, ja gut, sagen wir 30% Zölle
Ethereum
mit der
continues
Schweiz,
pushing,
damit wir
guys.
das ausgleichen. Nicht alles,
Bitcoin
aber
as
zumindest das Gleichgewicht etwas herstellen. 41 Millionen Defizit
Ethereum
weniger.
approaching the
Das Defizit,
$3,000.
das wir jetzt
But
haben,
to
ist
be
wirklich
really
sehr hoch.
honest, like
Gesagt, ja,
aggressive.
unterschiedliche
This is
Zölle
an
für
aggressive
unterschiedliche
push.
Länder.
I usually don't like these pushes.
In manchen
Now we are approaching this
Ländern
high.
hat das nicht gefallen,
Let's see about
aber
it. What
es ist
happened
doch
here
unterm
now?
Strich
This
eine
is
gute
gonna
Sache.
be a big point of
30%
interest, a big
Zölle
resistance area here.
mit der Schweiz und
For the
dann
short
ist Chaos ausgebrochen.
Solana keeps pushing as well.
Ich meine,
Solana looks
also,
like we're
das
gonna
kann man
go,
sich gar nicht
we're gonna go
vorstellen.
up even more.
Ich kenne so viele Schweizer hier. Es ist ja wirklich ein wunderbares Land. Aber dann ist mir aufgefallen,
Solana,
ja, dem Land geht es
come
nur
down
wegen
here
uns
would
so
be
gut.
very
Und es
nice
gibt
entry
unzählige
for buys.
Beispiele. Es gibt ganz, ganz viele
We get the
Beispiele.
retracement. We got a confirmed
Geld wird
entry, so
nur deswegen
retracement here.
gemacht, weil wir
Entry
nichts
within
in
the
Rechnung
green area.
stellen.
And
Dann
then
kann man
targeting
in die USA kommen,
131
dort
as
die
a
wunderbaren
intraday
Uhren
trade
verkaufen,
would be very interesting.
41
White House
Milliarden
Live YouTube channel if you
verdienen.
want it in English.
Und das geht auf unsere Kappe. Ich habe gesagt, gut, das kann so nicht weitergehen.
Let's see about that.
Aber es wird auch mit diesen Zöllen noch ein
We can watch it together. White House.
She said, no, 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 you cannot do that, 30%. You cannot do that. We are a small, small country. I said, yeah, but you have a big, big deficit. You may be small, but you have a bigger deficit than big countries. He said, no, 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 please, you cannot do it. Kept saying the same thing over and over. We are a small country. I said, but you're a big country in terms of... And
Bitcoin retracing,
me the wrong way,
Ethereum as well.
And I said, all right, thank you, ma'am, appreciate it. Do not do this. Thank you very much, ma'am. And I made it 39%. And then all hell really broke out. And I was paid visits by everybody. Rolex came to see me. They all came to see me. But I realized, and I reduced it, because I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to hurt them. And we brought it down to a, lower level.
Bitcoin 98.4. We have a retracement for now. Grab liquidity. Here we are out.
But they pay now.
Next potential entry for Bitcoin if we're actually breaking the high. So this would be another re-entry after we already hit take profit.
Places like that where they're making a fortune because of the United States. Without the United States,
if you're breaking the same high, that would be another entry possibility.
Switzerland made $41 billion on us. And as she said, it's a small place.
Ethereum.
And I realized with that, I don't know, it was so because she was
Let's actually take a look also on the liquidation levels right now in Ethereum.
In that conversation that
what we still have over us, we grabbed some already.
Many places, I could give you 6, 7 places just in the people in this little area. I know every one of them.
Not much anymore. 2,999, 3,000.
They don't want to stare me in the eyes.
3,007.
Everybody took advantage of the United States. But I've been
3,026, big one.
Fine. But I realized that without us, it's not Switzerland anymore. Without us, it's not any of the countries that are represented here. And we want to work with the countries. We want to work with them.
3,026, a big one.
39, 40%. I could have said
3,034.
Then we make money with Switzerland. But Switzerland would have been probably destroyed, financially destroyed. I don't want to do that. But we should be paying the lowest interest rate of everybody. I hope Scott's listening to this, because we should be paying the lowest interest rate of everybody. Without us, most of the countries don't even work. And then you have the protection factor. Without our military, which is the greatest in the world by far, without our military, you have threats that you would never...
2013. So we have some good liquidation levels over us. What is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is retracing a little bit here still, but we are coming back. Grab liquidity down there too. So we get another opportunity here to potentially buy Bitcoin. I would definitely secure profits quickly. If we are breaking this high, I would be really happy if we get some retracements and we
when
potentially
good
get even
news
intraday trades here.
came out about, let's say, the United States.
But for
The
now,
United States had a great quarter. The United States had a
for
great
now,
month.
very good
All
volume.
the stocks went up. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Now when they say the United States had a record quarter, it's unbelievable how well it's doing. All the stocks crash because they say, oh no, inflation, inflation. They're going to raise
Now he's
interest
going
rates. And they
hard.
do.
Now he's
Some of
going
these
hard.
stupid people like Powell, they raise interest rates. And what they do is they stop you from being successful.
English would be nicer. I
It
can't
used
listen
to
to this
be
guy in German
when we
translation.
had a great
Yeah,
quarter, a great
true.
month, great earnings, great anything, any good news, the stock market went up. That's the way it's going to be. We got to do that again because that's the way it should be. Now when we have a great month, they want to kill it. Like we did over 5%. People were surprised. We should do 20%. We could do 25%. When we announce good numbers, and the reason is they're so petrified of inflation. And growth doesn't mean inflation. We've had tremendous growth with very low inflation. In fact, growth can fight inflation, proper growth. So we want to get back to the days when we announce
Retracements right now.
We're going to be announcing phenomenal. You know, all these factories that are being built at record, thousands of businesses are being built right now. Remember, $18 trillion is invested. I think the second number is 3. And that was China many years ago. Investments in the country from outside. 18 trillion, nobody's ever seen. And that's money coming in and building things, factories. Thousands of...
So he's speaking basically right now about economics, right?
Hundreds of big factories, car plants are moving back to the United States. They're coming in from Canada. They're coming in from Mexico, from Japan. Japan's coming in and building plants here in order to avoid tariffs. They're coming in from China. They're coming in from all over the world. We have more plants being built now, car plants, than we've ever had built, even in the heyday from the 1940s and 50s. And they're bigger. They don't use renovations anymore where they take an old plant, they rip it down, they build a brand new plant, super modern plant. But it's happening at levels
Bitcoin's still holding quite strong, actually.
The U.S. built less than 2 million new homes.
Currently trading at 89,650,
more than 8 million
630.
new migrants. And those days are over.
Breaking
In
same high, we will
2025, for
eventually
the first time in 50
kill
years,
this
the
high here
United
out.
States had reverse migration. Boy, that was nice. And these were criminals that were being taken out of our country because they allowed people to come into our country from jails, from gangs, drug dealers, murderers. 11,888 murderers. We've gotten most of them out. And then ICE gets beat up by stupid people from leadership.
I'm just going to let this run in the background, guys. I think you hear it, right?
Minnesota so much, but they don't
No one
appreciate
cares
most
that his
places do.
speaking time is
Washington,
over
D.C.
since
is the
nearly 30
safest
minutes.
place now in the United States.
I
It is a
didn't even
very
know.
dangerous
His
place to
speaking
walk.
time is already over.
And now
That's
you can
crazy.
walk with your wife, your kids, right through the middle of the city. Right now, Washington, D.C. is as safe as it gets. It was one of the most unsafe, I had to admit. We sent in the military, the National Guard. Within 2 months, it was great. Within 3 months, it's like a really great place and a safe place and a beautiful place. It's even been cleaned up. The graffiti's gone. The fences are gone.
Yes, sound is
You don't
good.
have to worry about
Perfect.
fences anymore. All of the places, the grasses are cut and replaced with new grass in many cases. It's all going to happen in the spring. But Washington and D.C. is beautiful again, and it's safe. New restaurants are opening up. They were all closing. Now you can't get into a restaurant. Restaurants in Washington, D.C. are all opening. Memphis also. Memphis, Tennessee. New Orleans.
So let's see for
Louisiana.
Scalps.
We're there for
Right
3
now,
weeks.
guys,
We've
we
got the
need to
crime
break
down
the
to
same
by
high
64%
in
within
BTC.
another month. Well, virtually no
Ethereum
crime.
as well.
We can do that all over. We're going to help the people in California. We want to have no crime. I know Gavin was here. I used to get along so great with Gavin when I was president. Gavin's a good guy. And we're going to, if he needed it, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Shorts currently not
We did help
so
them a lot
interesting.
in Los Angeles, a lot with the early in my term when they had some problems. But we would love to do it. I will say this, if I were a Democrat governor or whatever, I would call up Trump. I'd say, come on in.
Yeah, first he was too late, and now he continues speaking like he's the only one. Yeah, that's Trump.
We're taking people out, career criminals who are only going to do bad things, and we're bringing them back to their countries. But where we've done it, it's been amazing, and we have a capacity to do it at much greater levels.
Even though we get the retracement here, Ethereum and Bitcoin still holding quite strong. Like we don't get a crazy sell-off yet. Let's see.
There will be no more payments to sanctuary cities because they are really just sanctuaries for criminals. They're really protecting criminals, and those are the ones we have to get out of the country. Murderers, drug dealers, the mentally insane. They emptied their mental institutions into the United States. And despite that, we have the lowest crime numbers that we've ever had in the history of the country. Just came out. But equally importantly,
he still continues talking. It's crazy.
$19 billion in fraud.
He's talking like basically about himself. What he's doing right now.
Somalian bandits. Can you believe that Somalia? They turned out to be higher IQ than we thought. I always say these
Oh, I just found my cable for my camera.
And we have, they're pirates, they're good pirates, right? But we shoot them out of the water just like we shoot the drug boats out. They're not pirating too many boats lately, do you notice? When they go out into those boats, they want to take over a $1.5 billion tanker loaded up with oil. And they say, we're going to blow up your boat. They have powerful weapons. You hit the side of the boat, you blow the whole thing up. The insurance companies
are going to change that up.
They say, just give them the boat, we'll give them money instead. And I don't do that. We blow them right the hell out of the water.
So now we see the retracement in Ethereum and Bitcoin.
If we do, they won't be there long. We've cut down with the hitting of
thought about scalping the retracement, but it's way too strong for sells without confirmation. Yeah, so honestly, like, I mean, that would be a very aggressive entry, right? But if we are breaking down here, I'm pretty sure that we are filling this imbalance here. That could be an interesting scalp, but that would be a very aggressive one, right?
The oceans, the sea, by 97.2%. Think of that. And I actually say, who the hell are the three down? And now we're going to start on land. We're going to knock it all out. The land is the easy part. What we did on sea is incredible. And that's our great military. The situation in Minnesota reminds us that the West cannot mass import foreign cultures, which have failed to ever build a successful society of their own. I mean,
we have a 5-minute structure here in Bitcoin.
And Somalia is a failed, it's not a nation, got no government.
Solana still keeps pumping, not really, doesn't want to do anything here.
And then we have this fake congressperson who they just reported is worth $30 million. You believe this? Ilhan Omar, talking about the Constitution that provides me. She comes from a country that's not a country. And she's telling us how to run America. Not going to get away with it
still being strong, like Bitcoin.
Prosperity and conclusion.
Ethereum keeps pumping too. 2,983.
Our tax codes. It ultimately came from our very special culture. This is the precious inheritance that America and Europe have in common. We share it. We share it, but we have to keep it strong. We have to become stronger, more successful.
So yeah, first trade was good.
We have to defend
first movements was good here. Or first movement was good in BTC.
From the depths of the dark ages
very good movement.
Human achievement.
And it still keeps strong, so maybe we get like a re-entry. We are still having good amount of liquidation levels over us.
Unbelievable time, but we have to take advantage of
I would love the high to be broken first. But we do have some nice market structure shift here with breaking this small consolidation area here.
2 years ago, nobody ever heard of the term, and now everybody's talking about it. And it can have some very good purpose. It could also have some dangerous purpose, and for that we have to watch out. But some tremendous things are happening because of it. And we're leading by so much. We're doing so well. But opportunities that are bigger and grander than ever
Gold
before
looks bearish.
Human history are right before us. It is the
on the short term.
In this room, many of you in this room are true pioneers. You're truly brilliant people. Just your ability to get a ticket is brilliant because you have about 50 people for every seat. I don't know what. That's Larry. Everything Larry touches turns to gold. He made this very successful. But you're in this room, and some of you are the greatest.
If we are breaking
leaders
this
anywhere
low
in the world,
in
the
gold,
brains anywhere in the
it
world.
might be really interesting
And the future
for
is
a
unlimited,
bigger
and to a large
sell.
part because of you, and we have to protect you, and we have to cherish you. I always say we have to cherish our brilliant people because there aren't many of them. So together with confidence, boldness, and persistence, let us lift up our people, grow our economies, defend our shared
Bitcoin
destiny,
retracing.
and build a future for our citizens that is more ambitious,
Ethereum
more
too.
exciting, more inspiring, and greater than the world has ever seen. We're in a position to do things
50-minute
that
candle
nobody else has
finishes
ever
in 9
even
minutes.
thought of before. And many of the people in this room are the ones that are doing it, and I want to congratulate you, and I'm with you all the way. You can do things that
Trump
nobody
still
else can even think
continues talking.
about. So I congratulate you on your tremendous success, and the United States is back, bigger, stronger, better than ever before, and I'll see you around. Thank you all very much. Thank you
Now he
very
just
much.
finishes.
Thank you.
Let's see now. He gets questions.
This was supposed to be a nice fire chat, Mr. President.
Yes, good. I got set up now. I did know.
You made the job for the moderator really easy. Thank you, Mr. President, for your speech. I do have a few follow-up questions, if it's okay. Sure. I don't think I should start with Greenland, maybe. I'll start with the economy. The U.S. economy is doing really, really well. But how to sustain this growth moving forward? Because there's always a recession looming around the corner.
Well, you know, the one thing about
now it's an interesting question about recession.
Sometimes you get hit unexpectedly, and there's nothing you can do about it. All brilliant people, but there's nothing. One example was COVID. We had an economy going at levels like nobody had ever seen my first 2.5, 3 years. And then I heard the word pandemic, not COVID. They came up with that name over a period of time. We won't get into that. But I heard the word pandemic.
Still holding quite strong, but I believe it can definitely happen that we see a break to the downside very soon and filling these imbalances down there, and then might get entry for buys.
George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, if they came back and ran as president and vice president, they couldn't beat you. And then what happened is the following day, I was told to stay tuned because there's something really bad happening in China. There are bodies laying all over Wuhan.
If that not happens, we can do in a quick scalp if we are breaking the high of the candle here.
We saw it by satellite. And they said
in Ethereum.
Things happening in China. And so it began.
Let's see what we have in Bitcoin.
And the whole world suffered.
Yeah, as I said, imbalance here to be filled.
We did something that Operation Warp Speed, which some people say was one of the greatest military feats ever. We did a great job. Use our military.
For now, the volume area high, I don't know if you guys can see it properly. It's here. This one is holding strong.
Hit with things like that unexpectedly. And we got through it. And when I left, the stock market was higher than it was previous.
Ethereum also, it's not dumping yet.
And I called it a great achievement. But things happen. Bad things happen. The things that we can stop are wars. If we're
Let's actually take a look a little bit on what Trump says together.
Of being intelligent and having intelligent people on the other side, because wars are the worst of all. Wars are worse than anything. But we can stop wars because that's sort of up to us. But things like dust flying in the air, wherever COVID comes from or whatever comes, sometimes you have to be a little bit lucky. But we are poised to have an economy like no other, not only in this country, but anywhere. And you know, when you hear the kind of numbers that I can tell you that Scott Bessent was with me the other day, and he's looking at numbers. He said, And that's all he's done his whole life, pretty much your whole life. Scott, you weren't going to be a football player, I don't think. Scott was not that great at football, but he was always good at numbers, right? And he was looking at numbers. He said, "I've never seen anything like this." We're poised to do things that no other country's ever done. And, you know, luck, I hate to say it, but we need a little luck. We don't want to get hit by something that nobody could have thought. Whoever thought we were going to hit by a pandemic? You know, when I heard the word pandemic,
Yeah,
I said,
right now
oh,
he's
it's
just
an
speaking about the
ancient problem.
pandemic.
World War I, they lost
Still
100
going up,
million people. But
still
actually,
going up. We
in
might
World
even
War I, a lot
see
of people
really
don't know
like a
the
break of the
Spanish
high, and
flu
we
in
can
World War I
grab these
ended
liquidity
purely
levels
because all
over
the
us. Let's
soldiers
see.
were sick. The soldiers
For
were
now,
so sick on
I'm
both
not in any
sides,
trade.
and that war was raging, and they were all dying from the Spanish flu. They were sick as dogs. They couldn't fight. So, you know, you don't know how that would have turned out. But so we do, I mean, subject to that, and I always have to put a caveat in for it, but we're poised to have the greatest growth of any large country, I think any country that there's been, when you look at what's happening in the United States.
Solana
Really
also still
amazing.
very, very strong.
Thank you. One thing that maybe keeps you up at night, I know you don't sleep that much anyway, Mr. President, is the debt. The US debt is high, is now the biggest expenditure on your budget. How to get out of that impasse?
Well, the big thing is growth. I mean, growth is the way. If we grow like this, we go from having a 37, 36, 37 trillion dollars. We go from
Now he talks about
high debt to low debt.
how they reduce the debt, so it might be another interesting topic now. If he says something positive,
I think we're going to be
we're going to be
our way out. I think we're going to be paying off debt.
we're going to growing our way out.
Tremendous money from tariffs fairly. And again, I'm using them judiciously.
Very positive about tariffs.
Switzerland's a case study. I could have gotten much more. I could have asked for much more, but we're using them judiciously. But I think growth, most importantly, and then cutting costs. Now, if you take a look at Minnesota.
All right, we're getting ready for buys. How it looks like. We're getting ready for buys, breaking the highs,
and
quick scalps,
other things.
taking profits quickly.
People going to airports, they came into the country, they don't have 10 cents, and they're leaving with hundreds of thousands of cash in their bags. When we get to that, and our DOJ, Pam, and Todd, and all the people that work over there, and all of the people that work in here, I can tell you, Scott Bessent is working on that. It's a priority, right? You have your whole team. We're in there looking for where this money is
Very good
coming
push.
from, how much it is.
Very good push. Let's see if we can actually make it. Solana pushes like crazy. 129. Crazy. Solana pushes like crazy.
$1 billion. Can you believe that? That's just one state. If we
Solana doesn't want to stop. So now the speech is maybe he speaks about something important. So the
cut out.
There we go.
50%
We are back.
of
We are
the
back.
fraud. 50% that we.
Okay, we're not back. So now getting ready for another buy here in BTC and Ethereum.
Should be able to do better than that. We would have a balanced budget without having.
We are getting ready for another buy in BTC here. Let's see if we have enough
To talk about even growth.
buying power from the bulls.
We're working very hard on that. That's a big deal. It's not just the protests, the fake protests done by agitators and professional insurrectionists. That's what they are. They're professional troublemakers. But we are looking
Ethereum as well.
money too in Minnesota and other places.
Pushing good.
I think, Mr.
Solana is crazy. Solana 129.69 almost. That's 7.0. Bitcoin is pushing as well. Very good volume so far.
Exponentially.
Getting ready here.
A big factor. AI is massive. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg showed me a plant where he put it over a map of Manhattan, and it was basically the size of Manhattan. This is not. I said, you got to be kidding. It's a plant that was miles long, miles wide, very high. I don't think it was high like the Empire State Building, but it was high. And it literally covered most of the island of Manhattan. That's called a big plant. And,
Solana.
I heard
Solana would be a
spent 50
great
billion
buy
building
for
it. I said,
today.
what
Potentially, we
spend
should have
50
we
million, you
should
could build a
watch
nice
again
little
on
shopping
Solana and
center. If you spend
XRP potentially.
500 million,
I don't even know
you
what
can build a good
XRP is doing
shopping
right now.
center.
Let's actually take a look on
But
XRP.
how do you spend 50 billion? When I looked at this thing, I said, you think you'll be able to
XRP
do
is
it
also
for that?
going wild.
It's amazing when some of the plants that I see, and I see them all. And again, so big as we're letting them build their own electric generation. This way
Yeah.
we have no problem, and
Going
otherwise they'd be
crazy here.
complaining. There'd be nobody able to. But we have an old grid system.
Very good.
And not only that, they're going to sell at a very cheap price the excess electricity that they create back into our grid. So that'll solve some problems for certain states that don't have enough electricity.
Not strong enough yet.
Also know that on
Solana,
AI there is fierce competition
129.5.
the largest economy in the world.
Ethereum at
27% of the global GDP and 5% of
2,981.
the global population, not doing that badly, and China. And we know that competition is very tough on AI. I know you're
They're
heading,
talking about
to
AI
a
and
state
China
visit,
right now.
to China in April. How do you see the US-China relationship moving forward? Are you able to combine this tough competition with also collaboration?
So I've always had a very good relationship with President Xi and with President Putin. Talk about, the larger powers. But I've always had a very good relationship with President Xi of China. He's an incredible man. What he's done is amazing. He's highly respected by everybody. And I do now. Now I have good. It was very severely interrupted by COVID. I used to call it the China virus, but he said, do you think you could use a different name? And I decided to do that because why should we have a problem over that? But I would do that, and they were.
You're a true diplomat, huh?
I became a diplomat for the first time. Well, who taught me that? Marco Rubio. He said, let me teach you about diplomacy. Hey, any guy that gets approved by
No entry so far.
Of the votes, think of it. He got
We had some good
liberal
push already
Democrats
early on,
and
but right
radical
now,
right Republicans
not really
to approve him. He's the only
anything
one.
yet.
The next
We're
one
close. We're close to the highs.
lost
So if we're
45
pushing
votes, right? But he got
through there,
1,100
it could
votes
be
voting for him.
that
And
we
at
get
first I wasn't
these
happy about
entries.
it. I said, wait a minute, I don't like that. And now it turns out that the Democrats probably wish they didn't do that. And Marco
It looks
been fantastic.
strong.
Marco, stand up, please. You have done a great job as Secretary of State. He's going to go down as the best Secretary of State. And Scott, and we have Susie, who's the first female Chief of Staff, and she's the best Chief of Staff, too. And I see Howard Lutnick, who I know spoke, and Howard's fantastic. Some of the deals.
Solana very strong still. Solana keeps pushing. Bitcoin is making another try to hit the new highs.
He's the #1 oil man in the world, because I was going to put Doug Burgum, who's fantastic. I don't know if Doug's here. Is Doug
Another
here?
approach
Doug
right
Burgum
now
is
to
fantastic. He said, sir, there's one
take
man
out the
better than
highs.
me.
Ethereum
And he
also is
introduced me to
starting the
Chris,
next try.
And he turns out to be. So we're drilling more oil and gas now than we ever have by almost double. Is that right, Chris? And on top of it, we got a lot coming out of Venezuela. So anyway,
Not
so we're doing great. The country is
enough
just doing
power
great. We have
yet.
Great people, thank you. And I see other people. We have Steve Witkoff. We have Jared. I got so many people. I'm in trouble because when I go back, they're going to be people with long faces. Sir, you didn't introduce me. I got so many people, and we have a lot of the greatest people. In
Right
the
now,
world. I
Trump
know
is
them
just
all.
basically saying
So,
how amazing his
I
team
won't-
is.
I won't
That's it.
continue because we'd be here all day.
But we have,
Thank you, Mr. President. We
as I
also
said,
know,
another approach right now
that
here
you're a deal
to take
maker,
out the
and,
buys.
then maybe coming
Bitcoin
back,
about to go into
Greenland
buys.
and Ukraine. What kind of deal in the end do you see between the US and Denmark?
Bitcoin approaching the highs.
Because, I guess you see it now as a negotiation going
Potential
on, or-
quick
Well, it's
scalp.
costing Denmark hundreds of millions a year to run it. And Denmark's a small country. and they're
Bitcoin making
wonderful
its
people.
ready.
But, it's very
And
expensive. It's a very
first
big
touch
piece
done,
of-
breaking the same
ice.
high. We are
And
in.
It's very
Bitcoin is
important.
in.
I don't want to repeat
But
the
it
speech, but it's
retraces
very
again.
important that we use that
Fake
for national
out
and
for now.
international security. That can create
Broke
a
it here.
power that will make it impossible
Well,
for the bad guys to do anything against the perceived
not enough
good
power,
ones.
guys.
And
Not enough
it's a
power.
great block for
Ethereum
Europe,
is not
just
there
like,
yet.
Denmark was supposed to
Not
spend
enough
hundreds
power
of
yet.
millions of dollars. They didn't spend the money. They didn't spend anything
Damn.
almost. And we'll see what happens. I just say this. NATO has treated the United States of America
Let's
very
see.
unfairly. We never asked for anything. We never got anything. We actually took care of the needs of NATO for years and years, which I felt was always unfair. So I got NATO to pay because they're rich countries. But I think it's time that NATO step up. We're helping them with Ukraine. Without us, I think Putin would have gone all the way. I think we have it.
Oh, what a
I
bullshit.
think that could have been a World War III.
Come
if
on.
you want to know the truth. If Kamala
Retracement for now. Bitcoin not strong enough yet.
any one of
Bitcoin
those,
is not strong
those
enough yet
thinkers,
to
I
kill
think you could have
these
ended up
highs.
in World War III. And I will say Steve Witkoff has been dealing incredibly with. But we're not going to have World War III. We want to get it stopped, but we're not going to have World War III. I think if I wasn't elected, I think that could have evolved.
We
into
don't have in World War
III. It was a
III.
very,
That's
very
actually a
bad
positive statement, I
situation,
would
and
say.
it still is, but it's not that kind of bad. It's bad because so many young people are being killed.
How close do you think there is on an agreement on Ukraine?
Come on.
I had the pleasure of speaking with Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner yesterday. I know they're working hard on it.
But
found
Solana
that
keeps
they're also
pumping.
traveling now. Do you see this
Ethereum
very
also
close
gets ready.
or still?
Well, I hate to say it. I
Bitcoin
thought that was gonna
retracing
be
back.
settled 8 wars plus. And I thought that was going to be one of my
Bitcoin
easier ones. Not
retracing
easier,
back.
some I settled in a
Back
matter
around
of
entry
hours. 'Cause I'm
areas
good at
here.
that stuff. The United Nations should be doing this. We shouldn't be doing it, and it doesn't
89,875.
matter. It's got to get done. Saving a lot of lives. We're saving millions of lives. With
Target would be
Ukraine,
90,121.
there's tremendous
Hopefully we
hatred
can get out
between
this high.
President Zelensky and President Putin. That's not good. That's not good for settlements. We know from dealing. There's abnormal hatred. With that being said, I
Ethereum
think
also makes
Russia
it
wants to
ready,
make a deal.
makes
I think
itself ready.
Ukraine wants to make a deal.
Bitcoin
And,
at
we're gonna try getting a deal.
89,950.
I think I can
Good
say that we're
push. Can we
reasonably
finally
close.
break the high?
But what happens is oftentimes we'll have a deal with Russia. Russia's set. And
A lot of
President
attempts here from
Zelensky
Bitcoin
will
to
not
actually
do it.
go
You saw
through
that
these
when he
highs
was in
here.
the Oval Office. I was not happy. And then we'll have President Zelensky wants to
And
make a
we
deal
are
with Putin,
approaching it
doesn't
again.
wanna
We are
make a
now
deal.
in
It's a
profits. We
very,
are over the entry.
difficult
Now it's
balance.
important what it does here.
it's big
Liquidity
time,
is
and
here
it's-
and it
it's just-
retraces
it's-
once
it
again.
is, to use a word,
Once
it's a
again,
bloodbath.
it's not
It's
strong enough.
horrible what's
It's not
happening.
strong enough yet.
It's a drone war.
2-minute 50 for
thousands
closing
of
this
people a
candle.
week.
Quite aggressive
Thousands. We
candle
have to
here
get
as
it
well.
stopped. So I believe
Back
they're
in
at a point
profits.
now. I'm going to meet with President Zelensky later today. I believe they're at a point now where they
Bitcoin at
come together and get a
$90,000
deal
almost.
done. And if they don't, they're stupid.
$90,000. We are
That
at
goes for both of them.
$90,000.17.
And I know they're not stupid.
Approaching the
They're gonna get this
highs,
done. They
the
are
whole highs
stupid.
here.
So I don't want to insult anyone, but you got to get this deal done. Too many people are dying. It's not worth
We're
it.
still pushing.
President Sisi is sitting on the first row here. He spoke earlier today.
Very
also
nice. Take profit
complimented
done.
you
Secure your
on
profits,
the
guys.
Gaza
Put
deal.
stop
I think
loss
there
on
will
break
be a
even.
signing, tomorrow. Of course, there are different
Of course,
views
take your own
on this,
decisions, but we are breaking
how-
through
how
finally.
important do you think
Finally.
this signing is on the
Very, very
Middle
nice.
East? And do you think this is going to sustain? Do you think we now will see Gaza
Very, very nice, guys.
reconstructed and
Ethereum
millions of US
also
dollars
is
invested?
about
I
to
mean, I think
go
at
in
least the
here.
Middle East, there are some little situations like Hamas, and Hamas has
Nice.
agreed to give up their weapons. Now, they were born
Nice,
with a
nice, nice,
weapon
nice,
in their
nice.
hand, so
Another
it's not easy to do. When they were born with a
profit
rifle in
hit
their
here.
hand.
Second
It's
trade
not
here
an
in
easy
BTC.
thing for them, but that's what they agreed to. They've got to do it. And we're going to know, Jared, over the next
Nice.
3
A little bit
days,
struggles
certainly
here,
over
but
the next 3
we
weeks, whether or
pushed
not
through
they're
it.
gonna
We
do it. If they
took
don't do
out the
that,
high, which
they'll
is
be
now,
blown away very quickly. They'll be blown
giving
away. We have
us,
59
yeah,
countries
we now have
part of that whole
a
peace
confirmed,
deal. And some
I'm
of
not
those
saying
countries
hold
believe
these
in
buys
they're near the
until
Middle
then,
East,
but
they're
we
not
have
in the
now
Middle
a
East
confirmed
traditionally,
bullish structure
and they want to come
with
in
a
and
low,
take out
higher high
Hamas.
and a lower high
And they
since we
want to do
broke
whatever
this
they
high
can. There's
here.
a problem with
And
Hezbollah
now the next
in
levels
Lebanon,
would be at
and we'll see what happens there, but that's a problem.
91,900.
But there are these little flames, but there's peace in the Middle East. Now, had we not gone in and knocked out with those big, beautiful, we just ordered 25 brand new ones, the latest and the greatest, the B-2 bomber. Think of them, they went in there at 2 o'clock in the morning, with no moon, no light, no nothing, and every single one of those massive bombs hit its target, 100,000-pound bombs hit its target, every one of them. And then on top of it, from a submarine 300 miles away, we hit the sites with tomahawks, which is an unbelievable weapon. So, you know, we did our job. If we didn't do
So
that, we would have
congrats,
never had peace in
congrats.
the Middle East.
Anybody took the buys?
The countries like Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Qatar could never have, and others.
Very, very
could
nice
never have
move.
signed anything because you would have had this dark cloud, and the dark cloud was
Ethereum
Iran
first
with
touch done
nuclear.
as well.
Iran would, if we
Let's
didn't
see.
take them out, they would have had a nuclear weapon within 2 months. They were very close to having the nuclear weapon, and we hit them hard. And it was a
Bitcoin keeps
total
pushing
obliteration.
90,120.
They may try again, but they're going to
We
have to
might
try from
see a
different area
retracement, but
because that area
currently
was
it's not thinking
obliterated.
about retracing at all.
Incredible thing we did, and because we did that, we were able to make peace. If we didn't do that, I would say, Jared and Steve, if we didn't do that, there was no chance of making peace because the countries I just named and other countries could have never signed off. They were afraid. They were afraid. We had a bully. The bully was Iran, the bully of the Middle East. They used to call it for years. They were the bully of the Middle East. They're not the bully of the Middle East anymore.
Mr. President, I know you even had to change plane last night, so I guess you didn't have much sleep, but I think you're but your energy is still there. I know you have several bilateral meetings. I know you're also hosting a reception. So thank you so much for coming back to
This one here is done. All right, guys. So I would say good day. We were waiting for a long time. We got the entries before. Actually, if we would have had the live a little bit earlier, we would even catch this entry here down below. But it's all good. I'm personally happy about this session. Good volume. Yes, was in, but already out. Wanted to secure it. Nice. Yes, I'm in the buy with small margin. Took 25% profit. Nice. Nice. We might see some more movements, but it's gonna be now interesting what Bitcoin is doing. Congrats, guys, by the way, for taking the trade. And being patient here. It's gonna be interesting now. We definitely have some potential now to retrace very soon. But right now it looks really bullish. I'm not gonna lie, it looks very bullish. We are hitting the next target soon. Oh, we did it already? No, almost. Next target here, 90,195. For now, we didn't hit it. But still, quite good volume. Not gonna lie, quite good volume. Obviously, still having this imbalance down below here. But for now, we do have a confirmed structure to the downside. Yes, was a good one. Yes, sir. Let's see what we're getting here. Can we get the next push? Yes or no? Can we get the next push here? Yes or no? Bitcoin keeps pushing, I believe. Yeah, some retracement down here now. Another imbalance created down here on the 5-minute chart. Where would you consider to take sells? I mean, when we're talking about breaking the break of volume, by the way, Bitcoin pushes still. I mean, honestly, if we are breaking this level here, I think we could take quick sells to the liquidity levels down here. In general, it's going to be interesting now what Bitcoin is doing here. Let's actually take a look, because we do have some 50-minute structure that might be interesting. That's crazy. It's actually the 15-minute structure would be here. So honestly speaking, we have some interesting levels here in this area. You can see that, like we have a 15-minute sell structure. By the way, Bitcoin keeps pushing. Congrats, guys. Next target hit. Next target hit. And it continues to push. Continues to push. Solana also pushes. Crazy. Ethereum. Ethereum is also would also be in entries. Also pushes to $3,000. Very nice. Bitcoin continues to push and hit the next target also. 90,350. Sorry, 300. What is it here? 343. Hit the next target as well. Bitcoin continues to push. Now gets some sort of retracement, but for now it looks not bad. Continue pushing. It continues to push. 90,345 right now. Let's take a look at the liquidation levels. $40 million taken out. We have some more at 90,684. I think that is now the interesting one. And then there's another one at 90,973. Are the cells being taken out here now, yes or no? But it looks like that it's still pushing. I see it on the second screen. We hit full. Oh yeah, we had the next target, guys. Congrats. We hit the next target. Boom. Very good one. Very good one, guys. Come on. Ethereum also pushes. Ethereum hits the $3,000 mark. We are approaching the 3,013 mark as well in Ethereum. We are hitting this area here as well, 3,006. We are $5 away. $5 away from the next target. Ether taking out the volume area low. Maybe it pushes more over 3K. Yes, it looks like it right now. It looks like it right now. You mean the volume area low? Wait. Which one do you mean? Oh. Ethereum hit next take profit. 3,013. You mean that this? Okay, nice. I know what you mean. From the sell, yeah. That might be now a good support. Very good that you saw that flow. We continue pushing. Ethereum has a lot of volume. 3,019 we just hit. Bitcoin continues to hit 90,471 right now. Next target would be here. Or last target here, I would say 90,639, of course, for scalp. So that is already some nice movement here, over 500 pips. Congrats, guys. Congrats, guys, for taking these buys here. Hopefully all. Ethereum and Bitcoin. I'm also up. Still in. Took partials out. Bitcoin is moving very, very nicely. Ethereum also moves nicely. $3,020 here. Ethereum. Very nice. Let's take a look if we have any reason for that, or if it's just normal market. I'm also working to ensure America remains the crypto capital of the world. Yeah. Now we see some retracement. But yeah, I would say very nice. Very, very nice one. Congratulations, guys. I would say with that being said, I'm going to finish up the call or the live session here today. I hope you got your profits. I close with 39%. Let's go. Have a look at gold. Yeah, gold now. All right. Gold now broke the structure to the downside, which is now going to be very interesting, because now we do have this confirmation that we spoke about before. High, low, lower high, and lower low. So we are breaking this right now. So first target here in gold is 4,791. It looks definitely bearish. We are coming into a 5-minute order block. If that is going to be broken here, we have clean traffic to the downside in gold. We have clean traffic to the downside in gold. That yeah, also altcoins are jumping up right now. XRP looks good. HBAR is also pushing. Near Protocol is pushing. Ondo finally pushing as well. Let's see. Bitcoin, by the way, also filled the CME gap here. Let's see what we can get here. Solana also pushes very nicely. Bitcoin retraces for now. Solana also retraces for now. Big retracement, actually. Big retracement also for Ethereum here right now. Gold continues to go down. But for now, holding the order block. Some liquidity grabbed here. Gold still looks bearish, but for now we get retraced here. But this is now definitely a big structural break here to the downside, as you can see. That is my personal view on gold here right now. All right, guys, but I think everybody's happy, hopefully. Have a good day. Have a good day, and then we talk tomorrow, I would say. All right. See you very soon, and have a good one. See ya. Bye. See you tomorrow. Yes, yes, yes. See you tomorrow.